10. Air and water. Let's learn about air atmosphere, air pollution, the precious water, water pollution.
What do you think? Is it possible to live without air for a few days? No, Mihika, it is not possible at all. We need oxygen to breathe, which we get from the earth.
Air and water are the basic needs of our life. They are the most important natural resources on the earth. They make life possible on the earth. Come, let us read in detail to learn about them. Air atmosphere. The atmosphere is an important part of what makes Earth livable. Atmosphere is the envelope of gases surrounding the Earth. Importance of atmosphere. Our atmosphere gives us oxygen to survive. It gives us carbon dioxide for plant survival. It maintains the temperature of the Earth. Atmosphere, ozone layer, also protect us from many harmful rays like ultraviolet rays. Air composition. The air around us is composed of many gases. Air includes 78% nitrogen, 21% oxygen, and 1% other gases. The other gases that constitute 1% are carbon dioxide, argon, hydrogen, helium, and neon. Besides these, air also contains water vapor and dust particles. Oxygen is the most important gas. All living things require oxygen to breathe. It is also essential for combustion or burning. Carbon dioxide is essential for the plants for photosynthesis. Photosynthesis is the process by which plants prepare their food. Water vapors determine the condition of weather in an area. Excess of water vapor in air is called humidity. Do you know? A helicopter is an aircraft which has revolving wings. These wings are called rotors. The rotors rotate with fast speed to reduce the air pressure above them, and the craft is lifted upwards. Helicopters can rise and land vertically and can also hover in the air. Air has weight and exerts pressure. Air is a real substance and it has weight and exerts pressure. Air pressure on the Earth's surface is equal in all directions, so we cannot feel pressure. The pressure exerted by air upon the Earth is known as atmospheric pressure. Experiment. To study that air exerts pressure. Things needed: glass jar, thorough, water, covering lid of glass jar. Steps: take a glass jar and a thorough. Fill both of them with water. Cover the glass jar carefully with lid so that no air is left inside. Invert the jar over the water in the thorough and then remove the lid. Water does not come out into the thorough. The level of water in both is different. Consequence: air exerts pressure on the surface of water in the thorough, and this pressure keeps the water high in the jar. Uses of air pressure. We use air pressure in many ways. 1. To pull up ink into fountain pens. 2. To draw medicine into medicine dropper or syringes. 3. Cycle, car and bus tires are filled with air for smooth driving. 4. To draw water using water pumps. 5. To suck the juice through straw. 6. To make hot air balloons and to rotate windmills for grinding. Air pollution. Air pollution is the addition of undesired and harmful substances in the air which can affect the health, survival, or activities of many organisms, living things, including humans. These harmful substances are called pollutants. The main pollutants are unburned carbon particles from fuels, carbon monoxide, sulfur dioxide, nitrogen dioxide, and lead. Out of these, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen dioxide gases are even more harmful. They cause acid rain on combining with rainwater or water vapor. The precious water. Water is very important for our life. All living beings need water to live and survive. About 70% of the human body is made of water. Water is made up of 2 atoms of hydrogen and 1 atom of oxygen. Properties of water. 1. Water is a colorless, tasteless and odorless liquid. 2. It freezes at 0 degrees Celsius and boils at 100 degrees Celsius. 3. It can dissolve a large number of substances. So, it is known as universal solvent. Experiment to study formation of solute, solvent and solution. Things needed: 4 glasses, water, spoon, salt, sugar, sand, chalk powder. Steps: take 4 glasses with equal amount of water. In 1 glass, add teaspoonful of salt, and in the second add 4 spoons of sugar. In the third glass add sand, and in the fourth glass add chalk powder. Stir them with a spoon. You will notice that sugar and salt disappear in water, whereas sand and chalk powder can still be seen at the bottom of the glasses. Results: here salt and sugar are known as solute. Water is solvent and the resultant liquid is known as solution. Water pollution. Water is said to be polluted if it contains impurities that are harmful to animals, plants, and environment. These impurities can be of 2 types: soluble and insoluble impurities. Soluble impurities are salt and minerals. Insoluble impurities are small stones, sand, mud, etc. The causes of water pollution are as follows. 1. Disposal of waste materials from homes and factories into water bodies. 2. Washing of chemical fertilizers and pesticides from the fields into the water bodies by rain or excess of irrigation. Removal of impurities from water. Polluted water may contain many impurities like lead, mercury, sand, germs, bacteria, harmful gases, etc. All harmful impurities and germs, disease-causing organisms, should be removed from water before drinking it. We should use the following methods. Removal of soluble impurities. These are 2 methods to separate soluble impurities. 1. Evaporation. It is a process to remove soluble impurities from water. In this method, we heat the water solution mixed with soluble impurities like salt. After some time, water gets evaporated and impurities left behind. If we hold a plate on top to escape steam, collected water on the plate will be pure. 2. Distillation. In this process, contaminated water is heated in the flask. After some time, water changes into steam and impurities are kept behind. This steam passes through a condenser where steam cools down and converts back to water. The water collected in the flask is pure. Both the solute, salt, and the solvent, water, can be recovered using distillation method. Such water can be used in medicines, car batteries, and science labs as it is pure, without any germs and impurities. Distillation is the best method to get pure water. Removal of insoluble impurities. These are two methods to separate insoluble impurities. 1. Sedimentation and decantation. In this method, water with insoluble impurities is kept undisturbed for some time. Impurities settle down and the clean water comes up. This can be separated slowly by pouring out the clean water into other vessel as shown in the figure. The impurities are left behind. 2. Filtration. Separation of insoluble impurities with the help of filter paper or filtering medium is known as filtration. For filtration, filter paper arranged in a cone shape is fitted in a glass funnel. On pouring the mixture into funnel, water passes through the filter paper and insoluble impurities remain behind as residue. The clear water is collected in the flask below the funnel. Purification of drinking water. Drinking water that comes in our home contains many impurities. We should make it pure before drinking. Impure water can cause many diseases. Some methods to make water pure are as follows. Boiling. We should boil water for 10 to 15 minutes. Boiling kills the germs present in water. It is the simplest way to purify water. Chlorination. We can use chlorine tablets in water to kill germs. It should be added in small quantities. Water purifier. Water purifiers have UV rays tubes in it. UV rays kills the germs. This is an effective method of purifying water. Potable water. Water that is fit for drinking is known as potable water. It is not easy to clean water, so we should not waste it. Our tap water is also treated in many steps before being supplied to each house. If the water is not treated properly, we get sick. The common waterborne diseases are cholera, dysentery, and jaundice. Words to remember. Ultraviolet rays. Invisible rays that are part of the energy that comes from the sun. Water vapor. Water in the form of a gas resulting from heating water or ice. Brush up. Air and water make life possible on the earth. Air pressure on the earth's surface is equal in all directions, so we cannot feel pressure. About 70% of the human body is made of water. We should drink pure water as impure water can cause many diseases. Life skills. Water is very precious. We should not waste it. What measures should be taken to save the water? Discuss in the class.